Game 6 of the NBA Finals. The Miami Heat have had a long journey and are on the cusp of achieving their dreams. With everything on the line, they could be crowned champions with one more victory. Only one obstacle remains as they go up against Seattle. This is the NBA playoffs, and it's up next.
Hold on tight. It's Game 6 of the NBA Finals. Both teams deserving, but only one will come away with the Larry O'Brien. Alongside Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. We'll be joined by Ali LaForce courtside. And now the opening lineup for Seattle. We've got Wembanyama, and it's Ross in at the 3. And for Miami, and it's May in at the center position. Taking a look at Seattle, it is win or go home for them as they desperately try to force a Game 7 of these NBA Finals.
And to make the situation even more difficult, they've got to do it on the road. I mean, these fans are fired up, and this hometown team is motivated to lift the trophy on their court.
Pass to Jeffries. Uses the glass on the layup.
Nice way to start the game. That's where you'd like to get your shots from.
Here's Rivers. Outside Wembanyama. 6 on the shot clock. The 3 ball. Rebound Miami. Here's Norris. Pass to Phillips. And about a minute gone in the first quarter. Miami moving it around. Off target from outside. Seattle on offense. Here's Rivers. Pass to Wembanyama. Pulls up at the elbow. And rebound by May.
And the defense was right on him there. Nice contest.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Miami shooting their first free throws of the evening.
Now at the line,
First free throw is good. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. And Wembanyama has the ball here for Seattle. 4-point game. Pass to Rivers. Lets it go from deep. And again, it's Seattle missing.
0 for 3 from the field. The offense is still trying to find its bearings.
Here's Norris. To the left side wing. From the arc. Seattle pulls it in. They swipe it. Fast break. Here come the Heat. Pass to May. Now, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Knocks it down from distance.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Intercepted. And pushing it up. Here's Miami. The 3 is up. The shot, no good. Seattle trails by 7. And we're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Pass to Lawson. And here's Wembanyama. Fades back. Chalk up 2 there.
And that ends their drought. You could feel the frustration building with each miss.
Yeah, not the start that they wanted, but maybe that basket was all they needed to get into a little bit of a rhythm.
Lets the three fly. The rebound by Ross.
He just looks off this quarter. Looks like he's forcing it a bit right now, a little bit in his head.
And they're running. Here's Phillips. Misses from close range.
Just enough resistance to force the miss. Barely. That's one he'll generally make.
Wembanyama pass to Rivers. Offline with a three.
Still very early, but that's not the start they want. 1 for 5 shooting.
Stolen by Ross. Spins. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around.
He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
Miami leading by 3. So Jason Kidd's decided to call timeout here. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over.
It's your Heat Breaker Dance Crew. For your Heat Breaker Dance Crew. Let's go!
And so here is Miami. Covered by Wembanyama. There's a screen. The shake to the wing on the left. Puts it up. Hey, good.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Seattle trails by 5. Rivers pass to Wembanyama. Outside Ross. Off target from three-point range. The Heat have gone 3 of 8 so far. Pass to Jeffries. Here's Norris. Six to shoot. Three-pointer. The rebound by Ross. Ross has got his 4th rebound in this one. Jacks up a 3. That's good. His first made shot in 3 attempts.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Pass to Phillips. Here's Norris. Here's Phillips. Guarded by Ross. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Outside Wembanyama. Here he goes. Here's Lawson. Good, and the assist to Wembanyama.
I just love the ball movement.
Miami trailing. Pass to Norris. Here's Phillips. Covered by Wembanyama. Here's Norris. Yet to see a basket. Miami moving it around. Here's Jeffries. Goes back up. Here's May. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say they need to emphasize rebounding going forward.
Now here's Wembanyama. To the left wing. Pass to Rivers. They set the pick. Takes the three. It's hauled in by the Heat. Here's Norris. From 11 feet away. That one no good. For Seattle, they've gone 4 of 10 shooting the rock in this first quarter. The rebound by Phillips.
He tried to get spicy and totally whiffed, huh? Okay. He's going to be living this one down for at least about a week.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
Miami shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
Now at the line, Jeffries. It's a player's foul on a made basket. As he goes to the free throw line, my call would sound like this. Now at the line, Jaylen Brown. 1.
Seattle trails by 4. Here's Hodges. Right wing. Here's Oakley. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
I just love when teams make it work down low.
So it's Miami now. Pass to Jeffries. For 3. And it's Barkley missing. For Seattle, they've gone 5 of 12 in this first quarter. That one's good. This game is all even.
Willing passers, unselfish play. You have to appreciate this kind of offense.
The Heat shooting 33% in the first quarter. Here's Jeffries. Here's Norris. No good from outside.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Both teams deciding to change it up.
Substitution on the court.
For Seattle, they've gone 6 of 13 so far in this one. To the paint. A nice shot by Oakley. Oakley's got his 2nd basket on the night.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
Here's Norris. Still without a bucket. Ingram up top. Nice jump shot from the top of the key.
Oh, I love that possession for them, ending with an assisted bucket.
Here's Hodges. The baseline J. And Seattle tacks on 2 more.
Not all his mid-range jumpers are created equal. That's one they'll take all night long.
Here's Norris. Pass to Phillips. Barkley, that's good.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Now here's Wembanyama.
What he might lack in height at the 4 spot, he makes up for it with his burst.
A minute 29 left in the opening quarter. Pass to Phillips. It's tipped. It's stolen by Wembanyama. And the bucket is good.
Oh, that's impactful defense right there. Finding a steal and instantly turning it into offense.
So it's Miami now. Trailing by 4. Here's Barkley. Down low. Here's Ingram. And a slam dunk by Ingram.
And that's how you lead a team. Literally.
One minute left in the first quarter. Here's Hodges. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
Jackson Davis is checked in for Miami. And he goes in for the dunk.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
43 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. And he hits it and gets hacked. A 3-point chance here if he can convert.
Wow, they're really being taken advantage of defensively out there. No rim protection whatsoever.
Seattle shooting their first free throw of the night.
Find the lane. One shot.
.40 seconds left in the first. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
And that's his second foul committed with a lot of game left. Gotta be careful.
Seattle leading by 3. Wembanyama with it. There's 14 seconds left now in the first quarter. Shot clock at 6. Fires for 3. Sinks the tray. Wembanyama's got 7. Here's Phillips. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Seattle out in front, up by 6. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. This game 6 getting started. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Seattle.
So far, they've shown a terrific work ethic in transition, pushing the pace whenever possible and getting out ahead of the defense to score.
And something else I've noticed is how they've been able to cause turnovers and take advantage of them on the offensive end, not wasting those extra chances at all.
And it's Landry in at the 3, small forward. So that's who Miami starts the second with.
And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
He's locked in with his teammates right now, setting guys up in perfect position.
Heat trail by 6. Now here's Jackson Davis. Over to the wing. Here's Barkley. No good there. Good D by Wembanyama.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Oakley, the pass to Posey. Now here's Wembanyama. Pass to McLeod. Here's Hodges to the left side wing. 3 on the clock. Oakley's shot is off. And here's Jackson Davis. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Barkley, that's good.
The defense really fell apart there. You can't afford to leave them all alone at the arc.
And Wembanyama has the ball here for Seattle. 3-point lead. And there's a pick. Beyond the arc. Rebounded by Ingram. The Heat have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Takes a step back. The 3 is up. Sends it home from 3-point land. Ingram's got 7 points in the game.
The way he can elevate over a defender from deep, very tough to contain outside the arc.
And Seattle calls time here. Jeffries checked in for Jackson Davis. Rivers is checked in for Seattle. Here's Hodges. Pass to Oakley. Tipped. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Here's Phillips. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
And he's very confident from that range. You can't make him off.
Here's Hodges. Back to Wembanyama. From downtown. Nails it from beyond the arc. Wembanyama's got 10 points.
The offensive success is due in part to his quality shooting. He hasn't wasted too many looks.
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all. Here's Wembanyama. 10 points for him. To the inside. Here's Hodges. Tried to bank it in, but it misses.
Great contest down low. Allowing no easy hoops is a winning approach.
Pass to Barkley. Shot clock at 5. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Wembanyama scanning the floor. With the floater. And he lays it up and in. Wembanyama's got 5 points in the quarter.
The floater is so tough to defend against. Nothing defenders can really do but shake their heads.
Heat trail by 3. Here's Barkley. He's got 7. So Jason Kidd's decided to call timeout here. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys.
Miami calls timeout. Let the second courtside for your Heat squad. Make some noise!
That 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
Oh, man, he's feeling it this quarter. They should be looking to get him going every trip down the floor.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight.
Second personal foul. Second team foul. Now at the line, Barkley. 1.
And here's Wembanyama. He's got 12. Pass to Posey. Launches a three. And it won't go. His first miss. He's 2 of 3 now. Here's Barkley. Covered by Wembanyama. Here's Barkley. And there's the screen. Just 5 on the clock. Out to the right wing. Knocks down the triple. And now a 3-point Heat lead.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Now Wembanyama. Pass to Oakley. Yes! And it's Wembanyama picking up the assist. Wembanyama's got 6 assists now in the game. Miami has got it going from deep. 3 for 3 so far in the quarter. Here's Barkley. And his 5th basket. Now 5 for 8. Looking comfortable out there.
Keep riding that hot hand. He's been pretty much unstoppable.
Seattle trails by 3. Wembanyama with it. He's got 12. Pass to Posey. Here's Rivers. Down to 5 on the shot clock. 3-pointer. Oakley's shot is off. Miami leading by 3. Here's Barkley. He's got 12. Miami moving it around. Pass to Jeffries. Now here's Ingram. It's stolen. Here's Rivers. Here's Oakley. Clock at 6. Second chance shot. Rebounded by Ingram. The Heat have gotten 7 of 10 attempts to drop in the second quarter. From 10 feet away. And the shot no good. A bit short. And so it's Wembanyama with it. He brings it up for Seattle. Out to the right wing. Pass to Posey. Right side, Wembanyama. They still need this. Here's Rivers. Here's Norris. Here's Barkley, covered by Wembanyama. Here's Barkley. Outside Ingram. From outside the arc. Can't get it to go. 3 for 5 shooting so far. Here's Rivers. And it's Miami with a rebound. Phillips has got 4 rebounds now. Here's Norris to the wing on the left. Pass to Barkley. Here's Phillips.
They might start using him a little bit more sparingly with 3 fouls already before the half.
Ross, he's checked in for Seattle.
Substitution on the court.
So it's Miami now. It's a 3-point game. Pass to Norris. Just 5 on the clock. And he gets it to go. Now 2 of 6 in the game.
And they found a nice flow offensively here in the second period.
Here's Rivers. And Seattle calls time here. And it's Seattle with the ball, trailing by 5. Over to the left wing. Shot clock at 5. Misses, and the dry spell continues.
Just an ugly show for him offensively. Yep, no way to describe it, just ugly, and that hasn't helped.
Going inside. Here's Jeffries. That one off the back iron and out.
Looked like he just rushed it there. Just maybe take a little bit more time in the future.
Here's Rivers. Out to the wing. the shot here. Count it. Good.
And they had early success from the perimeter, but I don't understand how they've gotten away from that here in the second.
A minute 29 left in the first half of this one. Here's Norris. He's got 5. Fires the 3. Seattle pulls it in. Ross has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
It's impressive how they've overcome his cold streak tonight. Everyone stepping in to fill the gap.
Inside. Another steal. 40 seconds left in the first half. It's good.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Seattle trails by 5. It's Ross on the wing. Got a hand on it. Great positioning on the putback. And now it's a 7-point Heat lead. And so it's the Miami Heat closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been the more physical team. We'll be right back with you shortly.
Welcome, everybody, and in this crucial Game 6, there's some second-half work to be done.
Their long-range shooting has let them down. Maybe time to try something else.
Yeah, like pound the ball inside, serve up some elbow sandwich with some extra mayonnaise, with a side of barbecue chicken alert.
Checking out the circumstances for Seattle. Still alive, but facing some long odds. How do they keep hope alive?
Well, I think those tough moments are what reveal a lot of character, Ernie. I mean, how you perform when things aren't going your way, that's what makes you a pro.
And what makes you elite, it's not being that bad position in the first place.
Interesting point. Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And here we go. The NBA Finals continue here on 2K Sports. Seattle trails by 7. And Seattle, looking at who they've got. We've got Wembanyama, and it's Lawson in at the power forward position. Right side, Wembanyama. Pass to Ross. Here's Rivers. There's the triple. The rebound by May. May's got 4 rebounds now. Covered by Wembanyama. Here's Norris. Can't hit that one. Seattle shooting 47% in this one. Looking efficient. That one's good for 2. Lawson's got 5 points.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Pass to Norris. Here's Phillips, guarded by Ross. Here's Norris. Here's Jeffries. Nails it from beyond the arc. Jeffries has got his third basket on the night right there.
Good passing to set that up. Teamwork on display.
90 seconds into the second half now. Out left to the wing. And a two-handed jam!
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Well, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
Here's the pick. Takes a three. And again, Miami with a triple.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
Seattle trails by 9. Pass to Lawson. Back to Wembanyama. The fadeaway. It's rebounded by Jeffries. Jeffries has got 5 rebounds in the game. They get it back. Here's Phillips. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. For Seattle, they've gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Pass to Lawson. Fires the 3. Rebound Miami. Right around 3 minutes into this second half. Top of the key. No good on the shot. Seattle trails by 9. And there's the lob. Out of bounds. It'll be Heat ball.
Okay, time to take a breath, fellas. Plays like that should not happen.
So it's Miami now. They lead by the biggest margin of the game at 9. A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Covered by Wembanyama. Wembanyama with some nice D.
And they're winning, but it hasn't been because of him. He can't throw it in the ocean so far.
Rivers, the pass to Wembanyama. Outside Ross to get back on track. And again, it's Seattle missing.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Drives to the hoop.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. And Seattle calls time here. Seattle trails by 13. Here's Rivers. Solid as a rock from 20 feet out. Rivers has got 5 now. The Heat have gone 4 of 9 in the third quarter. Pass to Phillips. To the middle. The shot that time not on target. Good D by Wembanyama.
Man, miss after miss for him. When you're having a quarter like this, the only beneficiary is the defense.
And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
Great job drawing the foul and almost converted the shot as well.
All right, a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Heat.
Their offense has been a well-oiled machine. They're moving the ball around, playing for one another, and just piling up assists.
Yeah, something else they're doing in this game is striking from long range. The defense just hasn't been able to keep them off the arc tonight.
Good on both.
Two-part equation. You have to be aggressive enough to get to the line, then talented enough to sink them.
Away team foul. Rush. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Norris. He has 7. Three-pointer. He drops it from range. Give him 8 points now.
His first triple of the second half. Can he get it going?
Now here's Wembanyama. 12 points for him. They set the screen. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Seattle shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in this game. Free throw good, Wembanyama. Both free throws good for Wembanyama. Heat leading by 10. Covered by Wembanyama. And he lobs it up.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a 10-point pass. For Seattle, they've gotten just 3 of 8 shots to go in the third quarter. Pass to Lawson. Back to Wembanyama. Shoots from 14. And again, it's Seattle missing. The Heat have gotten 6 of their first 12 shots to drop in this third. Here's Norris. Here's Phillips. Pass to Norris. To the paint. 6 on the shot clock.
He's been a piece of the puzzle tonight, but it's a team effort. Everyone's contributing to this lead.
And Wembanyama has the ball here for Seattle. It's a 14-point game. side. Lawson. Outside Ross. The three is up. Rebound Miami. Pass to Phillips. Here's Norris. Oh, they get a hand on it. And they're on the break. The three from Wembanyama. He buries it from three. Wembanyama's got 5 points now this quarter.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
Miami moving it around. Covered by Wembanyama. Here's May. That shot, no good. Seattle trails by 11. Pass to Wembanyama. Here's Lawson. He's got 5. Wembanyama down low. Here's Rivers. And again, Seattle with a triple.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
So Jason Kidd's decided to call timeout here. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Heat leading by 8. Pass to May. Six to shoot. No good with the triple.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot most possessions.
Basket counts. Give him 8 points now.
They're making smart adjustments, setting guys up for success.
But it took them a little while to get there. Just goes to show, as long as you persevere, you'll figure your way out.
The Heat have gotten 7 of 15 shots to hit in the second half. Fires it from 18. Connects. The jumper drops. And the Heat lead by 8.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Here's Oakley. 9 points in the game, and the basket is good.
I mean, they've been relentless. Just keep getting shots at the rim.
Heat leading by 6. Pass to Barkley. Here's Norris. Here's Phillips. On target from range. Phillips has got 7.
No one there to contest, so he just drops it in like he's at the rec league.
Seattle has gone 2 of 6 from downtown here in the second half. Up minute 31 left in the third. It's Ross on the wing. Shot clock at 6. Out to the wing. The rebound by Phillips.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
Pass to Norris. Here's Phillips. Lets it go from deep. Seattle pulls it in. Oakley's got 5 rebounds in the game. 35 seconds left in the third quarter. Now Wembanyama drills it from deep. Wembanyama's got 8 points here in the quarter.
And now with 2 3-pointers in each half, he's really doing his all to help his team out from deep.
30 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Here's Barkley. 12 points for him. Lets it fly. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's the Miami Heat with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. Their play has earned them a nice lead, one they'll look to build on as the game continues. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
He's always near the top of the list for this honor. I mean, passes like these are his specialty.
That is why he is a point guard in this league. He has the elite passing ability, the vision. You need both to play the point guard.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And it's Jeffries in at the 4. That's the group in the game for the Heat. There's a screen.
First team foul.
On defense, the Heat. They've led by as many as 14. Pulls it from the top of the key. Rebounded by Ingram. Ingram's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Barkley. Pass to Norris. Here's Barkley. Miami moving it around. Here's Landry. And again, it's Miami from deep.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Hodges passes to Rivers. There's a screen. Fires the 3. And again, Seattle with a triple.
He had a forgettable start to this game, but he's really starting to come alive now.
Here's Norris. Pass to Jeffries. Here's Barkley. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Here's Rivers from the arc. It's hauled in by the Heat. Jeffries has got rebound number 7 tonight.
Let's just say his subpar shooting is just one reason why they are trailing in this ball game.
Here's Norris. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
Now at the line.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Seattle trails by 11. Pass to Rivers. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Counted from distance. Rivers has got 6 in the quarter.
If you give him that kind of separation, he's going to take full advantage.
Here's Barkley. Let's go with a 3. And he can't get that one.
Oh, he really wanted that triple. Even though he missed, I really like the competitiveness I'm seeing.
Pass to Rivers. Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. And it's Seattle with the ball. Trailing by 8. Clock at 4. Launches it. Miami grabs the miss. We're in the final quarter play here. 3 minutes in. Here's Barkley. And he's going for the lob. And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. Seattle trails by 10. Pass to Rivers. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. It's rebounded by Jeffries. Jeffries has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. The shot by Landry, no good. Seattle has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter here in the fourth quarter. Here's Hodges. And again, it's Seattle missing.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Pass to Barkley. Ingram up top from the high post. Bounces high off the rim and drops. And the Heat lead by 12.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
And Seattle calls time here. And this late game timeout, getting a breather here, important for the players to recharge. This is where you have a chance to get rehydrated with some Gatorade.
Let's get loud!
So it's both teams making substitutions here. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Hey guys, during that last break I heard Seattle's coach as he addressed his team. He did his best to light a fire under them, saying we have to fight. Now is the moment. We have to come out of this deficit swinging. Guys?
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Here's Wembanyama. Pass to Rivers. Puts up a 3. A rebound by Phillips. Phillips has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Barkley. Launches a 3. Seattle pulls it in. Lawson's got 5 rebounds tonight. Outside Wembanyama. Rivers, the pass to Oakley. Here's Lawson. stolen. Pass to May. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Seattle trails by 14. Outside Wembanyama. Here's Oakley. They push it up 4 on 3. Here's Phillips. Sends it home from three-point land. And the Heat lead by 17.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
For Seattle, they've got 2 of 8 shots to drop in the final quarter. Here's Rivers. Left side, Wembanyama. Count it. Now 8 for 13 with that basket.
He's bringing a lot of energy to this offense, not letting the scoreboard discourage him right now.
He's going to keep putting up shots regardless of the score. That's the kind of player he is.
Heat leading by 15. And they call an illegal screen here.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
Seattle trails by 15. Money. Out of his 14 attempts, he's drained 9 of them.
His shot has been on point from the opening tip. He's pretty much kept them in the game.
And it's the Heat with the ball. 17 points was their biggest margin. Here's Phillips. From outside, off the mark. For Seattle, they've gone 4 for 10 in the 4th. And here's Wembanyama. And he lobs it up to the rim. Throw it down on the lob.
I would imagine it's nearly impossible to not get fired up after that play.
Grant, check these guys out on the bench. Their reaction says it all. They are fired up. Heat leading by 11. And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team.
All right, Heat fans, get out and show some love for your Heat squad. Let's go, Heat fans. Give it up for your Heat squad.
And the Heat making a change here. Jeffries is checked in. Rivers is checked in for Seattle. To the wing, right side. From outside the arc. Seattle pulls it in. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
No debate there. He got hammered.
First one falls. He's perfect from the line this time.
They've been playing with much greater physicality this half. Getting themselves to the free throw line is a bust.
Miss after miss right now.
He continues to let it fly, but the makes have been few and far between.
Seattle trails by 9. Pass to Wembanyama. Back to Rivers. To the inside. Lawson. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed pass.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
Here's Norris. Lawson with a rebound.
Sometimes it's just not your night. Fortunately, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Wembanyama, pass to Lawson. Back to Wembanyama. Here's a floater. Rivers' shot is off.
Gotta find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not gonna get it.
Covered by Wembanyama. Pass to Jeffries. Clock at 6. Puts up a deep 3. It's off.
Well, he's not the tallest guy on the roster, but man, can he board or what?
Banks it home. Big shot.
The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
Heat leading by 5. And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. Here's Phillips. From 15 feet away, and he sinks the jumper.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells a story of how well you are playing team offense.
1:56 left to play in the fourth. Wembanyama puts up the tray. Oh, it's off!
That is not the shot they needed there. You gotta work it around and get a better look.
Let's loose for three. Not that time. Seattle trails by 7. Here's the pick. Shoots a three. No good. Well, Miami shooting right below 40% here in the fourth. Here's Phillips. Deflects the pass.
Things aren't looking good here. I mean, they need points, and they need them now.
And if I were them, I'd start thinking about where I'm going to get food after the game because this one looks a bit out of reach.
Can't get it.
It's the fire he's playing with that has him leading the team in rebounds.
And let's be honest, guys, rebounding is about want, and he is playing with 110% effort.
They set a pick.
Away team foul. Lawson. Third personal foul. Second team foul.
There's 14 seconds left in the final quarter. Oh, it misses! And they've done it! The Miami Heat have won the NBA championship. What an incredible ride! Culminating in a championship. What a team! This will go down as one of the great sports moments in the history of this city. And listen to this crowd. Players talk about having to tune out the noise and focus on the task at hand. This is the noise they've been waiting to hear all year long.
Absolutely incredible. And look at the guys celebrating, understanding the work, the sacrifice, the discipline that goes into winning a championship in this building.
Thanks for being a part of it with us all season long. It's the NBA on 2K Sports.